Hamjamboni, mimi ni Medina. Hi everybody, I'm Medina. Welcome to SwahiliPod101.com's Kiswahili kwa dakika tatu, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Swahili. In the last lesson, we learned how to ask when questions in Swahili. This time, we are going to ask questions using who, nani. Imagine you're in class and there seems to be a new classmate. You ask your friend, yule ni nani? Yule ni nani? So, let's break down this question. First we had yule, meaning that person, as there is no gender used in the Swahili language. Ni is. Nani is the basic question word for who in Swahili. Altogether, it is yule ni nani? Who is that person? So in Swahili, who is mainly translated as nani to ask about someone's identity. It takes the same form in both the singular and the plural. For example, if you're browsing a photo album and want to ask who the people in the pictures are, you will ask, hawa ni akina nani? Who are these people? The question word nani also conjugates in all different cases, both in the plural and in the singular. In this lesson, we'll take a look at the most commonly used ones. Nani only works for people, so you can't use it to ask about objects. When talking about animals, you usually use yupi. However, yupi is also used for people. Nani can also be used to ask who did something. For example, nani alivusia sinema hii? This means who directed this movie. Nani is also used when you want to know to whom something belongs. In this case, the meaning is different, as it can be translated to whose. So, if you want to ask whose cell phone is this, you'll have to say simu hii ni ya nani? If we break down this question, it is simu, which is cell phone. He is this, showing the object closer to the speaker. Ni means is, and ya is for. Then finally, we have nani, which simply means whose. If you thought the cell phone might be owned by more than one person, you'd add akina before nani in the plural. In this case, it will be simu hizi ni za kina nani. Notice that in the plural, he changes to hizi and ya to za. Another useful conjugation of nani is a nani, like in ya nani, which means for whom. A takes different forms depending on the noun being used. For example, in the sentence, kikombe cha nani? For whose cup? The noun kikombe takes cha. Notice the ch has been added to a. So if you want to know for whom is this letter, you'll ask, barua hii ni ya nani? Or if it is for more than one person, barua hizi ni za nani? Have you noticed that the noun barua takes ya in the singular and za in the plural? And if you wanted to find out from whom the letter is, the question word changes into barua hii imetoka kwa nani? Or in the plural, if the letter has been written by more than one person, barua hizi zimetoka kwa akina nani? Let's see another example. Kitabu hiki ni cha nani? Whose book is this? In plural, this will be vitabu hivi ni vya nani? Whose books are these? If you're referring to many people, you'll say, vitabu hivi ni vya kina nani? Who is there? Is also a useful sentence to remember. For instance, when you get a knock on your door and you want to know who it is, you can simply ask, ni nani? Which directly translates to, who is there? Also, if you get a phone call and the caller forgets to introduce himself, you can politely ask, samahani, ni nani? Excuse me, who is this? And now it's time for Medina's Insights. Before ending this lesson, let's summarize a few ways to use and conjugate the word nani. Nani is the basic who, as in, wewe ni nani? Who are you? And nani indicates ownership. It is the equivalent of whose, as in, hii ni penseli ya nani? Whose pencil is this? Anani is also used to mean to whom, as in hiki ni cha nani? To whom does this belong? Kutoka kwa nani will be from whom, as in barua pepe imetoka kwa nani? From whom is the email? In this lesson, we learned how to ask who questions in Swahili. The next lesson will be the last in this Absolute Beginner series. We will deal with the last question word, mbona. Do you already know what it means? If not, you'll find out in the next Kiswahili kwa dakika 3 lesson. Kwaheri, tuonane tena.